up in your grill.
Hey, welcome back to Louisville Live this morning. It is that time for Dr. Eli Live. Dr. Eli is a licensed marriage and family therapist, and Craig, we're lucky to have him right here every week on Louisville Live this morning.
Well, did you see when Tim Laird was going out? Dr. Eli was walking up like Stripes, you know, and Tim Laird was going out. You've seen Stripes.
I have.
Okay, yes, everybody in the studio has seen Stripes except for Julie.
That's all right.
We'll change that. Give me about a week.
Okay, give me a week.
Give me a week.
502-276-2118. You have a relationship question. It's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Maybe there's problems at home within the family. Dr. Eli is here to answer your questions. 502-276-2118. Let's get an update. Oprah wants you.
Yes.
But we got to get you seen. So what's going on with your Oprah?
Yeah, we got 1 week left to Oprah. You can go to Oprah.com. You want to look at browse and vote for your own show. You can put in Eli, Dr. Eli. Lots of support from Louisville Live audience. Lots of support from lots of people I grew up with. I hadn't seen in 15 or 20 years.
So they got to go to browse and support once they get to Oprah's website?
Yeah. It's browse and vote.
Browse and vote.
Yeah, and you type in Eli or Dr. Eli, you'll see it on there. So
you can watch the video.
Days. Yeah, you can watch the video we produced here at WBKI.
And you can vote as much as you want to. You can vote every day, right?
Early and often, Julie.
There we go.
As much as you want,
Keep voting, guys. We want to see him on the big screen. The big screen for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I know we were just, of course, talking with Tim Laird, and we're talking about the 4th of July holiday coming up.
Yep.
And we were talking a little bit about the stress that planning a holiday party can put on a couple.
Right, you know, we think it's supposed to be a relaxing enjoy. We can have people over for a big cookout or something, but if you don't get on the same page with your partner, this positive experience can turn into something negative. I'll give you an example. Last week, husband and wife come into my office, and my wife was saying, you know, I really need some support with the party coming up, honey. He's like, oh yeah, don't worry. I got the steaks, I got the burgers, I have them on the grill, no problem. And she's like, no, you know, it's we're having 30 people over. We got to clean the house. You know, I'm going to need help when it's over. And if don't get on the same page with your partner around what you're going to need to set up the party, you know, you're looking for a disaster as far as a blow up from the couple, especially if you're having too much early times during the party.
Drink responsibly.
Right. So you want to make sure you know what you need from your partner to pull it off, because you don't want something that should be, like I said, a good time to turn into a stressful situation.
Well, just like anything else, and it's all about the communication. Make sure you both know.
And that's what I was going to say. I see Tim and his wife out all the time. I mean, they're like a pea in a pod, pod in a pea. I never see them fight.
That's good.
But I've seen couples out in public, or I've seen them, and they argue over the smallest of things.
Oh yeah, there's nothing more uncomfortable. You ever been to a party or out in public and you see the host like lose it halfway through because they have gotten on each other's last nerves. So you want to be clear on your expectations.
How does that start? I mean, does that start a week ago when you got home late for work, or maybe you overcooked the breakfast, or you didn't clean the house? How does it start when you get to that?
I think that builds over time, Craig. But if your partner is clear on what they want, but you're not reading those signals and you don't know how to help them, that's frustrating for both people, because you don't generally start out wanting to disappoint your partner and not live up to their expectations. It's just about making those expectations clear and transparent on what you're going to need.
Now, if a couple does find themselves in, you know, a certain situation, or maybe, you know, you handle many different aspects of sort of the breakdown, or what can result in the breakdown of a marriage. But if people are experiencing this, and one or both, or let me say one of the spouses are thinking, we need some counseling, we need some third-party help here, and the other won't agree to it.
Right.
What advice do you give people? Is it still effective for them to come by themselves, or how do they handle that?
Yeah, great question. One of the questions I get all the time. What you want to do is tell your partner that you'd really like to come in because you want to learn some skills how to talk to them. Now, generally, if you can get your partner there, a good therapist is going to get the buy-in, is going to make sure we're working on the same thing, because we want to know what we're working on when you come to counseling or therapy or whatever. But guys, if you can't get your partner there, the most important thing is to go learn some skills, have someone to talk to. But of course, if it involves your primary relationship, your family, your spouse, whatever, you want to have them there. So just get them there and then let the therapist do the job.
Well, Dr. Eli works with couples about conflict. We want to tell you a little bit about that. If you have a conflict, there's some concerns out there and how to avoid it, Dr. Eli can help. If you're struggling with infertility, couples recovering from all kinds of things, and the boundaries and communications, co-parenting, You want to give them a call, 749-8825 or EliKaram.com. Now, we talked about couples, but Leslie sent us in an email. We run and sent us in an email. It's not a couple, but it is a family relationship. There's an in-law situation. Here's her question, Julie.
Leslie says, my mother-in-law is driving me up the wall. She's used to being the most important woman in her son's life, but that should be my role now. I thought this would get better after the wedding, but has actually gotten worse. Help.
Help. Leslie needs some help.
Yes.
Very common, Leslie. Once you get married and you start your family, the loyalties sometimes be trumped between the family that you've created, what we call family of procreation, and the family which you come from, your family of origin. So you want to have a real explicit talk with your husband where that boundary is. What information do you share with mother-in-law? What do you not? And you should build your relationship with your mother-in-law over time in a way that feels comfortable for you. Not forced, not put upon. But you certainly don't want your husband telling your mom things that you think should be saved for the relationship, for the marriage.
We want to get I've got some calls coming in. We want to try to get as many as we can.
All right.
502-276-2118. Brenda is calling Dr. Eli on Louisville Live this morning. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, Brenda.
Brenda?
Brenda, listen to your phone, not the TV. Brenda, you're on.
Good morning. My question is, I've been married 10 years. Our relationship is wonderful. My husband, though, went from full-time to part-time work. And since he's been here around the house, he just does not slow down, and he's overdoing it. And he went to part-time because of his health. So what do I do in that situation just to get my husband just to mellow out a little bit?
Yeah, Brenda, I think to tell him that you're worried about him overdoing it is one thing, and the fact that self-care is important. And I think a lot of people that go from full-time work to part-time, they feel like they have to be productive. They have to earn their keep. But for you to tell him, hey, I see that. You're doing great. Take some time. What do you like to do? Give him some time to go on a hobby or carve some time out for the couple. I think that would be important. But just to let him know that you see him overdoing it. If he's going to be the best for you, for your relationship, for your family, he's got to take care of himself too.
Well, Dr. Eli is a professor, deals with family therapy, can talk about children's therapy, all kinds of things. If you want to give him a call, it's quite easy. It's 749-8825, EliKaram.com. There's his website.
Oh, I saw
Check it out, Oprah. There's Oprah.
Browse and vote.
We want to